Welcome to SideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one rule, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one code, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It is real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know, most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just ask Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost in the beginning.
I got good news about Shepard. Apparently, they're meeting with HBO in March. They got the call.
That's what's up.
We'll see how that shit shake out. Yeah. And they hoping that, like, you know what I mean, all of that, they got a couple of other interests. So I'm like, man, look, can we please get something going in the city? That's all I keep on saying. That's all I keep on hoping.
Son, remember that dude with Face T? I was telling you about Fawcett?
Facet?
Yeah.
The picture guy?
Yeah, I hate this nigga now.
Why?
So this nigga posted something about Carter G. Woodson. He's like, Black History Month. Let's go delve into this. Carter G. Woodson. Carter G. Woodson has studied his information from white people. So all this stuff, I was like, son, do you understand? Did you not read the miseducation of the Negro?
No, he didn't.
Apparently he didn't. Apparently he couldn't have.
Thank you, Dillard University, for making that damn. Like, wasn't that required reading? I know it was.
Yeah, it was. Like, yeah, it's the first we had to read miseducation of the Negro. Yeah. You know, but like now he's posting shit like, all right, look at all these people like Howard University, white man. Morehouse University, white man. All these people, all these white people that started off all began as churches and all this other stuff. I was like, oh, bruh. Dog.
They got so many black people that seem intent on putting their energy towards tearing down other black people, and I'm like, my nigga, that if you could use that same energy to go towards like the actual enemy, whatever the enemy may be, which is not the motherfucker that look like you know what I'm saying?
Especially not Carter G. Woodson, like,
come on,
all niggas.
You going at a pillar? You going at a pillar, a dead motherfucker? It's like when people talk shit about Martin Luther King, and I'd be like, how you talking shit about Martin Luther King when if it was no Martin Luther King, your ass might not even be able to be on this bitch talking shit at all.
You have to trust me on the back of that bus.
It just, I don't know, dog. Like people, we crazy.
But the thing is, he has such a platform. And one girl kind of got them together. She's like, listen, I want you to stick to taking pictures of women in your lingerie. Oh. Because, intelligence is not your strong point.
Man, you saw that?
This is Face T, man.
This nigga name is not Face T, it's Facet. he got so caught up in calling this man the wrong name.
That's
that
Face T, man.
he just programmed. I gotta call this man Face T, nigga. No, nigga, it's Facet something, photography, a studio or something. And I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't see it. I might be pulling it up right now. He's I guess it's on his phone, but yeah, I was like, brother, you know.
He had a whole video about this shit. That kind of pissed
just
me
one
off.
of these dudes.
Yeah, he's one of these dudes who does all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what a normal school is? And y'all letting people just teach y'all shit. He one of them niggas that be like, you believe everything that you read in a book. I was like, my nigga, I don't believe every book, but
I mean, the thing is, when you start whooping that, it's a slippery slope, because then a motherfucker will always be like, well, you got that, well, you only believe that, but it's like, my nigga, it's all gonna go and get linked back to something
right,
that might
be that's a shitty argument.
Right, dog, you can find controversy in everything. Man, what is little white boy at, man?
My whole fucking thing is, if you say you can't trust everything that you read in books, my natural response would be, so you trust everything people say to you.
Right, it's like, at some point, I can give reasonable doubt to any goddamn thing if that's the case.
Right.
Because even any book you can bring reasonable doubt to. Anything that somebody says you can bring reasonable doubt to. So what are you supposed to believe or what are you supposed to learn? Only the shit that you deem fucking like real. And I'm not talking specifically the Facet or Face T. I'm saying, generally speaking, the type of people who be on that kick of, you know what I mean, everything's a conspiracy, believe nothing. Well, do you believe anything? Because you obviously believe something to not believe nothing. if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga Fawcett, Phase T, whatever ever came out, was like, I believe that the Earth is flat. I be like, I bet you do.
Nigga, you saw this shit with the white boy?
Yeah, we died laughing.
Devin, you saw this shit?
No.
Oh man, okay, you about to. I knew I watched it with one of y'all motherfuckers.
This shit was hilarious.
This little white boy trying to prove.
I'm dying.
Look, okay, he has this epic proof as to why the Earth is not is flat. You know, one of these flat Earth motherfuckers. Let me turn on this.
Oh no.
Favorite science lesson.
Here's a science lesson. Give us the science lesson, white boy.
Break it down for us.
He has a lemon. He's holding a lemon, and he has a bottle of water.
This recent flooding in Houston has really gotten me thinking about how many people still think the Earth is round. I have a demonstration for you today. Here I have a normal lemon, similar shape to the Earth. Now when I pour water, like it's raining,
like it's
the water just falls off of the lemon. Now, if the Earth was round, how would Houston be flooded if the water would just travel around the ball? Doesn't make sense. Now, I have here a plate, a flat plate. Now, if I pour the water onto the plate, interesting. As you can see here, the water pools up. Try me.
So basically, because he poured water on a lemon and the water rolled off, that means the Earth cannot be round.
Yeah, let's just fucking forget about
atmosphere.
Let's forget about gravity. Let's forget about fucking sea level. Let's forget about fucking hills. Like, let's just drop all of that shit and just treat the fucking planet like it's a goddamn beach ball.
A ball.
Okay? Let's just fucking say what the fuck it is. We're on a beach ball and nothing matters.
Guys bossing us around.
I've been educated, bro. I had this shit completely fucking wrong, bro. The Earth is a fucking lemon. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think we found the name of the episode. We're on a beach ball and nothing matters. Welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast, episode 45, side B.
Hey guys, I'm already annoyed. I'm sorry.
D-Mac, the Coon Slayer, is already pissed off. This is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. Outer. You ain't gonna find me. And beside B, I'm here again, as usual, with my brothers.
What up? What's happening? This your boy D-Mac, not from Hackensack, and you can check me out everywhere on the internet as FrenchBread_Kid. And fuck you, the world is round. Welcome to sideB.
War Naj, your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo. You can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pons, Instagram at Alexander the Ape 3, and for sideB, we in this bitch.
Yeah, man.
sideB for ball.
the beach ball, man, and nothing matters. You feel me? And what's funny is we're on episode 45 sideB. But I be laughing when I go to how many episodes of podcasts that we've actually recorded, and we're at 71 recorded podcasts. Now, of course, you could take off, like, you know, I've done 2 reviewing that lightning podcast, so that get us down to what, like 69. But like that's still, and I take off the wrestling podcast, the 1 episode of the wrestling podcast me and Raheem did. That's still 68 shows that we've done, even though we all, you know, the sides. So at what 100 do we count? Do we count the 100 of the amount of episodes that we've done, or do we count the episode numbers since we do sides and that makes 2 episodes into one most times?
I think we do the episode number, you know what
numbers.
I'm saying?
So when we get to our actual 100 is not a 100. When we get to our numbered 100, I feel it. I feel it. So for episode 45, side B, man. First off, we're gonna say shouts out to all our podcasts that we know of that goes in on a millennial tip. That is the Your 30 podcast with the Arrogant Observer and Marty Edwards. That's the Misbelief Radio Show podcast hosted by DC Paul and featuring the rest of us as usual, as well as Jay Still, Oshun, Malik, the Historical Geek. And
Donnie Graves, D-Mac.
Madonna don't be there no more, son. D-Mac. Yeah, but it's yes, you don't
I'll be there no more either.
Madonna don't be no more.
Brian.
And yeah, beautiful Brian. And shouts out to the We'll Figure This Out podcast with my dude Carl and Jay Skills. The Brooklyn Ladies of Therapy Noir podcast with Roxy and El Nichelle. Fuck What You Heard podcast. And Black Guys Next Door, Metal Hand of God.
It's funny, the guy with Fuck What You Heard podcast is named Jermaine Jackson. What kind of name is that?
I mean,
like, you gotta be. I mean, I had to teach you all throughout your whole life.
I think Jermaine is a great name. I've always liked that name.
Jermaine's a great name, but when you put Jackson at the end of it, it's like, see what happens when you don't get those dance steps right?
I mean, it's him and 2 women, but you know he got fucked with, like, you know, a lot growing up.
Yeah,
Jermaine Jackson. Just
Jermaine Jackson.
Like any Michael Jackson out here getting fucked with.
Well, podcast should be called Rock With You Tonight.
Is that all the podcast? Oh, yeah, shouts out to Trill Literate Podcast. I'm trying to think, makes it 3 the hard way. I'm trying to make sure I hit all the podcasts.
Metalhead God.
I said them. I think I got them all. Mm-hmm. So, like, yeah, subscribe to them people as well as get in contact with us on flywithbats@gmail.com with all your comments, inquiries, and whatnot. Subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and your podcast app that's most likely on your phone. And leave us comments and some 5-star ratings. And I think that's all the preliminaries. We are here on Side B. On Side B is when we get into... Are you okay?
You need to call an ambulance?
Sure.
I'm good.
Okay.
That you see, he's still ain't,
see, bro, come on, we're trying to get a rhythm here. Come on.
Still not good. So we get into that ETOUFEE of the day, which is, you know, subscribe for Side B, where we get into the heavier topics than we do on Side A. You know, ain't too much of the, you know, the entertainment and the Lil Wayne and hip hop talks over here. Over here we might talk about, like, you know, of Trumps and police brutalities and dumb shit. But after the ETOUFEE of the day, we get into that Daily Dose America,
which is your friendly reminder of just where you live and who the fuck you dealing with out here. In these streets.
Mm-hmm. And then we get into that hero highlight where we shine a light on someone who's doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
You heard me? And then, you know, we let y'all on out of here. So today, let's get to the ETOUFEE, man. Hit that music.
Brother got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control, like a swole on bourbon. I don't even drink. If I see you, I ain't see you. Nah, I don't even blink. Nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Huh? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool. I don't wanna lose my work, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. And you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just shucking.
So today for the ETOUFEE of the day, dog, we're going to do a little bit of a gumbo pick'em, you feel me? I got 3 categories, almost like Jeopardy. I'm going to ask D-Mac and AlphaJoe which one, which bottle, which pot they want to jump into. So the 3 categories are fuckery, TheReal, and straight. No, the fuckery, that's 4, I can't count. Fuckery, TheReal, strays, and live at 45. Live at 45 is Trump-related shit. Strays is shit that didn't make it to SideA. TheReal is real niggadry that I saw going down with over these past couple of weeks. And fuckery is exactly what it sounds like. Fuckery.
Well, I'll take the strays for 100 bets.
All right, you want to start with strays?
Just get them out the way. Get those 100 points out the way.
You ain't got it. We might not even get through all these with the way time go. But first up in strays, Monique won't go away. She just won't motherfucking go away. So apparently recently her and her husband dropped this goddamn video where her husband is goddamn crying and the thing talking about how they did Monique so wrong. And I'm like, Monique, like, no one cares at this point, and it keeps on building up. She even dropped this thing about she tried to drop some proof. I'm not even gonna get to that. I'm gonna save that second part. But did y'all see this video with her crying ass husband?
Yeah, I saw that video.
No, I didn't. I'm kind of over this whole fucking thing.
He would not allow her to pursue a dream. She said, when you become married, you allow your wife to do what it is that she wants to do, and you inspire her, and you allow her to live out her dreams. And she will always appreciate that.
Can we put a pause on this nigga now?
Keep my promise. So to these black men out there, did you make a promise to your mom?
Yeah, what's up?
D-Mac, I want to know how you feel, because I don't believe him. I believe that he got some acting lessons from Monique. And
What? You said it for me. I'm thinking, like, this nigga is a shitty actor, number one, dog. I am not buying these fucking faux tears. You know what I'm saying? And Monique's sitting her ass there, probably thinking to herself, like, yes, that's right. That's right. That's just what we practice. Perfect. She's probably loving the fucking shit. Probably want to pay that nigga $3 million fucking dollars for his performance. You dig? Like, no, before the video started, like I say, I kind of whispered it. Like, I'm already over it. Like, this shit is really goofy. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very fucking, like, they're not allowing my wife to pursue her dream. Like, this bitch is rich. Okay? Y'all are rich. Okay?
Yes.
Fuck both of y'all, dog.
Yes.
Like, they got black people that's really unable to pursue their fucking dreams,
Right,
dog.
right.
With, like, way more fucking talent. Not taking nothing from you. You are talented, Monique, but they got lots of talented people with no fucking shot, with no offers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's kind of a smack in the face, you stand up on this fucking soapbox trying to act like you're so fucking persecuted in the game, which you might be persecuted to a degree by your own fucking doings, but don't act like you've just never had any fucking opportunities ever to do anything. Like, you're a fucking known figure. Like,
I'm gonna stand by two things in this. One, you feel me? I'll always say you are absolutely right, Monique. Women, especially women of color, are not paid as much as their male counterparts.
Or their female white counterparts.
I would say that but even the female white counterparts aren't, like, women aren't paid as much as men, period. I know, but if we gonna put the women of color, you know, we gotta put that aspect too. It's not only she get paid less as a woman, but even less as a black woman. Like that's what I'm saying when I say women of color. That's implied. That's what I'm saying. That's already saying that. So as a woman of color, you know, we already get that. You're right about that. But it's just very weird that you did not give not of a fuck about that when you was on and getting it in. This has always been a problem. Right. My second thing is this: when you came out the gate, not being like, hey, yo, man, peep this out, man, and like gathering a bunch of women and being like, this is what we all need to do, and then y'all come out as a strong force together, like, and making it truly about everyone. You came out and said, hey, everybody out there, boycott Netflix because I'm getting done dirty. As if Netflix don't have a bunch of people of color who also would need our support. So you want us, because they didn't do you right, to say, fuck watching Luke Cage, fuck watching Dave Chappelle, fuck watching like all the black shit, all the documentaries, all the shit that uplifts other black people that we do support on there because you, and once again, what have you done for us?
Monique sounds like a person who got kicked out of the club and wants everyone else to leave the club because she got kicked out.
Exactly. And recently she came out with some article about, you know what I mean, she has proof that they didn't really offer a $3 million, more of these rich people problems, and then she had this other shit about coming at Oprah, and they had this, somebody wrote this long ass thing talking about that explained everything that Oprah do for black people.
Yeah,
and
I seen that.
Oprah gave a country water.
Nigga.
All right, give a whole village house and a school.
Come on, son.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Monique, it's rich people problems, dog.
It's rich people problems, dog. And it's like the overarching thing. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I mean, just this very short fucking point, dog. Like, I'm sure somebody has said this on some level, but one of the biggest things I don't like about all of it is something that you touched on briefly earlier. She's making this shit about her. Like, this is not about you. Like, if you really care about all women, like, you would have approached this shit differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, you're personalizing this whole fucking thing. And nigga don't care about your personal beefs and your personal contracts. Like,
and she kind of tried to hide behind, oh, this is all women, because she be trying to say it now.
That is,
but that's not even what you led with. You led with boycott Netflix because they fucked
because
me.
they fucked over me.
Hey, my loves.
Nah,
right,
out of here.
But the thing with Monique is that I would still say this. Yes, Netflix needed to give you more money.
Mm-hmm. They lowballed you. I give you that they lowballed you.
I'm never gonna ever. None of us on this podcast gonna ever say that they didn't lowball you, dog.
Right.
But at this point, go find another venue, find another way to have your point, and like D-Mac said, come at a better approach to make it truly about all women instead of about you not making sure that you got your new Maserati.
Right. And like I said the last time we talked about this ad nauseum, son, put your money where your mouth is. Go, like you just said, Joe, go give us some other network or some other situation, or even if you don't go with nobody, go film your own thing.
Right.
Show that
GC
you got
said it best.
that
she
you got
on tour right now.
That you got a go. So what you got a popping set. If you show you got a popping set, this is the internet age. You can put something out on the internet. If that bitch gonna go viral now that you got all the goddamn eyes.
Son,
and if
Cat
that
Williams
shit funny,
got beat up by a kid and still got on Netflix to do a special.
And he was just in a movie.
They
can bring your career back.
They got people that got buku talent, but with no money to produce any content whatsoever. Like I said, though, she is rich. Like, you got the means to produce content for whoever you want to produce it for. So you
and
can,
your eyes off your name recognition.
Yes, for sure. Like, you have a platform, like, without a doubt. You can put your fucking money where your mouth is, like we just say, and you can hire all the fucking women and everybody you want to and make your own fucking shit.
But instead, you let your husband run you.
And I'll also say this. don't let your awards make you seem like you could be any kind of person, do whatever you want to on any given set or any given director, because that's how you get the bad name you got. Yes, you got all these awards and all these accolades, but son, your attitude and how you deal with on set can also affect what your career could look like for the future. Hell, Marlon Brando, a rich white man, who was known for the longest, after a while when he started fucking up on set, they wasn't working with him anymore. After he became a huge pain on set, you didn't cuss out Lee Daniels, you didn't cuss out Tyler Perry, you cussed out Oprah, who is on Netflix and probably has a big ties with Netflix with some big money. Like, come on now.
Roland Martin, Will Packer, Deborah Lee. Dog, the list is too fucking long.
Like people who actually make an impact in the community on the daily.
Right, like the niggas that need to be on your fucking team. You know what I'm saying?
And you coming for them.
Just burning everyone.
You could have went to BET and got a special from Deborah Lee if you didn't tell her to suck your dick.
I'm just saying, dog. And when you got your husband up here saying that we owe it to our black mamas to follow behind his wife, it just becomes a big old fuck.
Because he ain't nothing but a fucking coon pimp.
Don't try to guilt trip people.
All right, next up, Strays, Fuckery, live at 45, or TheReal.
We're going to Fuckery? Let's go to Fuckery.
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 All right, so apparently there is a bunch of cops out here were caught planting toy guns just in case they shot an unarmed person.
But look how many black cops it is.
Nigga, right.
They look young too.
1, 2, 3. It's 5 black cops and 2 white ones. 5 black
cops and 2 white ones.
This tells me one thing. A lot of white cops didn't get outed because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more white cops that showed than that. They just had to give up 2 sacrificial ones.
I mean, I often say, and we often know this, dog. A lot of times the black cops are worse than the white cops because they be trying to prove to the white cops and prove to the black people that I'm not a black person right now. I'm a cop. You gonna respect me. And like I said, I've had bad experiences with white cops, but I've had horrible experiences with black cops.
Yeah.
I mean,
so,
are you a cop or you're arc? You know what I'm saying?
13-year-old boy was shot by officers of the Baltimore Police Department. The boy ran when faced with the police, so they gave chase. During the chase, the police spotted the boy holding a gun. When he turned, they shot the teenager. The youngster wasn't critically injured, and it seemed like an open and shut case of a justifiable use of force. Now people are wondering. The Baltimore Police Department is currently in court over one of the biggest scandals in the history of American law enforcement. The corruption case is replete with intrigue as police reveal secrets that sound like something out of an urban fiction novel or lost season of The Wire. No, it's called reality, motherfuckers.
Real, right.
Y'all niggas who don't be understanding that shit need to understand that shit, dog. It is revealed how one of America's largest cities just happened to be filled with crooked cops, but no one seems to be talking about it outside of B-more. According to the Baltimore Sun, it started when a 19-year-old woman from New Jersey overdosed in 2011, and authorities began tracing the origin of the drugs. It led them to a Baltimore drug crew and discovery that a Baltimore police officer was involved. By the time they finished investigating, 8 members of the elite gun trace task force had been charged with crimes ranging from racketeering to robbery. You want robbery? How about the story of the corrupt squad stopping a drug dealer during a traffic stop and robbing him of $6,500, then going to the man's home without a warrant and taking another 100 G's out of a safe? Sergeant Wayne Jenkins, bruh, if you, like, dude, they had police talking in regulars. Maybe you should read about how they had this whole list, all these revelations about how these cops were just doing all kind of fucked up shit, including the revelation that the supervisor of the unit instructed officers to carry a toy gun just in case they found themselves, quote unquote, in a jam and needed to plant one. When one of the officers, Marcus Taylor, was arrested, officials couldn't figure out why he had a toy gun in his glove compartment. And these motherfuckers go on and on talking about these niggas was doing all kind of shit. And I'm like, dude, every time y'all be trying to act like, oh, this ain't real, and y'all just be talking shit. No, right side, Trump side, we ain't making this shit up. Black, white, or indifferent, dog. These cops be out here, and we need more of these stories and more of these good cops to talk up this shit, because I know y'all see this shit.
Frank Lucas and snitched on a whole bunch of cops in the 70s. So this shit been out there. The cops been taking drugs, flipping drugs, robbing dope dealers, putting niggas on the block. I know cops in this city I know some niggas that work for cops in this own city, you know what I'm saying, in New Orleans. It's crazy out here. This is nothing new.
It's not about it being new, but I feel like we've gotten desensitized to it from television into thinking that these are just myths when it's like...
I think white people got
or that it's
because
old.
We know it.
Or like it's not happening anymore, you know?
And like his was fucked up. Like they're telling the story, you know, which is great. It's very important. You know, I think
I'm glad he got caught.
Yeah, you know, they got caught, and I think this needs to be looked in like across more departments across the fucking country. But here's what's gonna happen.
We already know.
They're gonna minimize this shit as an isolated fucking situation, you know, a minority. Like, this is the super minority of policemen that are doing this, and they're just going to chalk it up to this just randomly happened, and it's probably not happening across the board, and we're going to fucking forget about it, and it's just going to keep on fucking going across the board, and when it pops up again, we're going to say the same shit. Oh, not surprised. They're gonna catch them, you know, blah blah blah, and it's just a vicious cycle, and it's just goofy, bro. Like,
and they probably ain't gonna do no time, or if they do time, they gonna get out quietly. Yeah, the black niggas gonna do more time, or they might get actual time because most of these niggas is black this time.
Most of my cops been fucked up, you know what I'm saying?
Since the wire,
so before and since and every
right.
Forever.
Nigga, we live in New Orleans, so we can talk about crooked cops all day.
What? I tell people all the time. I said the funny thing about New Orleans is that it's majority black, so we don't really have too much racist cops. We got some, but it's mostly crooked cops here. We ain't got really racist cops. We got a lot of crooked cops.
Well, you go out there to Canada and shit. Everybody say you go out to the other parishes.
Oh, no. See, in Jefferson Parish, it's a whole different story. You got racist and crooked cops.
Dog, did you know that Cleveland hired the cop who killed Tamir Rice after he was fired by the police department? Like, what the fuck? Like, they don't even care. Like, this nigga slipped up and killed the little black boy. And he's like, oh, well, I'll come hire him over here. It's all good. We like killing black people all the time. It's like, come on,
Same
America.
fucking shit with the priests, man. They be fucking around with them kids, man. They just put them in a different church and start the process over, bro. They protect their own, like all of them, bro.
And that's why I want to tell something on the first side, watching Tales from the Hood, man. Like that when the nigga was like, reach for his gun. It's like these same goddamn verbiages keep on being said. Like in this other one, they talking about this South Carolina state trooper who shot a man because he was moving erratically while reaching for his wallet. How stereotypical is that story? But still, in 2017, this happened. But still, it's the same shit. They use the same excuses. We know that they're excuses. We know that they're stereotypes. We know that's the common lie, and they still work.
That's the whole thing, because it still works. That's the whole fucking problem. These fucking people, the courts, they take that shit. They accept these fucking reasons and they let them off, bro. Like, it's like culture.
Yeah,
it's culture.
No, it is culture.
Like cops are fucking right and innocent by default.
Because they decide to be brave enough to be cops.
Right, yeah, like it's only when it's way over the fucking top that's kind of like open and fucking shut.
But what is way over the top? Because if you just asked me before Tamir Rice, if a little boy getting shot, fuck his color.
Over the top is like a fucking
white
police
shooting a little white girl.
Yeah, right. Like just like
what?
Just, you know, something crazy. Like they would have to be like, I'm a policeman and I'm murdering this fucking person. Pow! Like, that's the only way that it would be like, okay, yeah, he's kind of fucked up. But if there's any, like, space for, like, thinking about other fucking tracks of what happened, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna get off.
And I said pow, but I'm really about to pull the trigger now. Poof. I just want powerful effect so you know what's about to happen.
Right, dog.
And he still get off.
Probably what the toy gun said when they shot out. It shot out like the little sign pow, like the Joker.
Yep.
That's what the cops have with their toy guns, the pow.
Oh, that's what they think they have. That's why they be shooting them bitches off, huh?
Talking about toy guns, man. A kid in my neighborhood when I was growing up got killed. He had a toy cap gun. And he got shot by NOPD and got killed off a toy cap gun. I'll never forget that. One comedian had a joke that said when he get pulled over, he already dead.
Yeah, I know that one. Yep.
And boss, what you want? I was already dead when you found me. What you want?
What you want, nigga? So what we going to next? Strays live at 45. Fuckery or the real?
Let's go to the real.
Real. All right. That's what's going on in the real. In the real. So y'all heard about the father that attacked Larry Nassar, whatever the fuck his name is.
I mean, who wouldn't?
First off, he asked for like 5 minutes with the nigga.
Right, so that shit was so goddamn real to me, dog.
I say this though, he should have threw something at me, hit him, because I knew he wasn't gonna get to him.
You have some words that you would like to say. Fucking daughter's right there, daughter niggas right there.
I would ask you to, as part of the sentencing, to grant me 5 minutes in the locked room with this demon. Would you do that?
That is not
yes
how our...
No?
No, sir, I can't.
Would you give me 1 minute?
You know that I can't do that. That's not
now see... Okay.
Wow.
What a moment. Okay.
The real.
Nigga.
He's so real for that, dog. Like, what the
real,
fuck?
Dog. I mean, I can see anybody feeling like that, son, but at the same time, he's not a young dude. Like, he's kind of an older guy. Like, okay.
Don't care.
You know that you're in court. you know if you lunge at this nigga, you know they're gonna fucking get you, son. Like, you know they're not gonna let you fucking touch him.
And you know that was his daughter.
Yeah.
So he doesn't give one black.
He doesn't give a fuck at all. But it's like, come on, son. Like, know they weren't gonna let you get
for context. For context, Larry Nassar is an American convicted serial child molester who was the USA Gymnastics national team doctor and an osteopathic physician at Michigan State University. Nassar's cumulative criminal acts of assault composed the USA Gymnastics sex abuse scandal, in which he was accused of molesting at least 250 underage girls, including a number of well-known Olympic gymnasts, dating as far back as 1992. He is admitted to at least 10 of the accusations. Nassar was sentenced 60 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to child pornography cases. He was sentenced to 40 to 175 years in a state prison in Michigan after pleading guilty to the sexual assault of minors. He was served his federal and state sentences consecutively.
And so the more sentences to come.
And so the story that he does, and so the story we're talking about is recently, if you didn't know, like, okay, one of the fathers of one of them girls wanted to whoop that ass, as you heard just now, and he lunged at that motherfucker and he got arrested. But it comes into play where I feel where the nigga coming from. I know we all do, but I'm just saying I feel where he coming from. But in the level of this is how I want to phrase what I'm saying. It makes you think about punishments. It's like, even though you can be sentenced to 200, 500, a million years in prison, and that can be satisfying for a family. As a father, ain't nothing satisfying like getting your hands and being able to give some justice yourself. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, man, nigga, like, you won't catch nobody saying, "Daddy, you was wrong, son." I don't give a fuck.
Hell no, fuck.
Even the cop on his back right now, you can tell he whispering in his ear like,
right.
Calm down, bro. I'll let you get 5 minutes later. Just calm down. Matter of fact, we gonna put you in the holding cell with him.
Right. Just be cool. Just be cool right now.
Some real ass shit. I gotta arrest you and shit, but you know what? Yeah, nigga.
Right.
I mean, the judge let him out a couple hours later.
We gonna fast track you.
Right.
We gonna fast track you out of here.
You got to ASAP.
Straight up and down.
But hey, son, there's some people that didn't got close to niggas like that, the fathers and shit that from murderers and all that. They be like right behind them and yank their ass and knock them out and shit, or punched on them. Now
they got shootings.
Lucky motherfuckers. Lucky.
You know? But I wish that he'd have thrown something, because I feel like that would have hit him, because I feel like he was such a far away. Because he had a little distance to travel. I was like, damn, you didn't get all the way over there?
Yeah, he did.
You wasn't about to make it, dog. Yeah. You ain't that fast.
Right, man. You should have thought about going faster.
It don't matter. Ain't no thinking.
Like, you should have been able to stand or something when you that close. Like,
it was emotion.
Yeah, it was all emotion. It was impulse. But that's why you should have threw that motherfucking chair.
Right,
it's one thing about hearing about it, dog, but your daughter was molested, and now you're in the same room. You can look dead at that motherfucker face. You can touch him. You can smell him. You can feel him.
And you gotta end him.
That's the dad.
You got to end him.
That's just instinct.
You the only father in the room, my nigga.
You gotta end him. Dog, real talk, son. Whew. Huh. I might even go to jail to get to this nigga.
He said, I'm going straight punishment status. Like, I'm gonna get arrested to find you, nigga.
Like, straight up, son.
Even as the father, like, you know he's gonna be in jail, but it's like you just have to know that he's suffering, like, physically in some kind of fucking way.
You know he gonna be suffering. It's really about, I want to make him suffer.
Well, the thing is, he'll suffer.
I have frustration that I want to put upon him. I know he gonna suffer in jail.
That's why you gotta put that word in jail. Yo, we got the child molester here.
Yeah.
Put that word up, that boy getting fucked from here to next Sunday.
You heard me. You gotta let
250 girls.
Boy, you about to get 250 dicks a night.
Nigga.
Son, you gonna be in the infirmary for at least 6 out of the 12 months. You gonna be there.
And in the culture that we live in, though, it's fucked up that he got away with that for so long, so many girls didn't say nothing, and that's wrong. That's where we at in the world. Was like, you know what I mean, most people who get touched, get raped, or whatever, however you want to put it, they don't say nothing because they don't expect nothing to happen. This nigga was a well-renowned physician. They didn't expect this nigga to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So of course he got away with that since 1992, and he just got in 2018. Most likely because of this is now the culture shifting into actually being open ear to women and men and boys and girls that keep saying, look, they got some fucking treacherous ass monsters out here and they've done things to me. Listen, fucking listen, man. Straight up, man. You was a real ass nigga, father, man.
Shout outs to the dad.
Yeah, dude. Next up, TheReal live at 45. Strays are fuckery.
Strays.
Damn, y'all both was with the Strays. All right, for Strays, did y'all know that we have a Passion of the Christ sequel coming out?
So
I was like, what the fuck?
Did he not die the first one?
I guess we go on Resurrection. You make it an Easter movie or something.
It has to be if they're gonna stay biblical.
Little known fact about bats. I had sex once during the Passion of the Christ while I was on trippy shit. But what you saying? And it wasn't because it was turning me on or nothing. I got cast.
Jesus, yes,
right.
Save those souls.
I got cast in this fucking play, and it would require a nigga having to cry and shit. So I remember that year I bought like buku movies that I thought would make me cry. And like my girl at the time, though, we put that bitch on and was getting bored, honestly. I didn't even know it wasn't in English. That kind of made me mad too. So we just started fucking around out of boredom, and it was in the background, and I was in the background too. So whenever I think of the Passion of Christ, it don't matter what. I don't think Jesus. I think about that time I had sex with my ex. But anyway, what you saying?
So while you were busting a nut, Jesus was getting nailed to the cross.
Hey, that's on Jesus, dog. She was getting nailed to the cross too.
Before you not know what he knew.
Oh no, he knows what he's doing.
She did too. But yeah, 2016, Mel Gibson. It's a testament to our country that this nigga's still making movies, dog. Like, what the fuck?
I don't see what the sequel gonna be about.
So, you know what?
Jesus is dead.
I'm
he
just
hasn't
saying,
came back yet.
before we even get to that part, fuck that sequel.
Fuck
Before
that
we get to that point, so it's like, dog, like Mel Gibson, dog, he cannot be stopped. No matter what he says, no matter what he does.
He's a god.
He's a white man in Hollywood.
He didn't need the weapon. And Braveheart.
Nigga, he's forever solidified. And he made Passion of the Christ, them three. Because he made money like crazy off Passion of the Christ.
Your favorite Jew-hating fan, Mel Gibson.
Now, Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus in the original, says he will reprise his role for part 2. According to, is it Caviezel or Caviezel?
Caviezel.
Yes, Caviezel. The sequel will portray the resurrection of Christ. There are things that I cannot say that will shock the audience, Caviezel told USA Today. It's great. Stay tuned, he added. The film Gibson's going to do is going to be the biggest film in history. It's that good. Then there have been reports that his character will travel into the underworld for the harrowing of hell.
What Bible is this?
No, that's in the Bible.
Oh, God.
Really?
Yeah, like there's like a part where, in it, I've never truly understood it completely, but like in the Bible and in some prayer, I forget the name of the prayer, but it talks about Jesus basically going into hell for a certain period of time and then coming back.
After he died? Before he died?
Something like that, dog.
Because I remember before he died, I know that story of him going to hell for a little bit.
You can look it up. Like he basically goes to hell. I don't know why, but it's part of the lore.
So Satan, what you doing? Chilling.
I don't know what it's about though. So
up,
I
Jesus?
mean, maybe we should see the sequel and get educated on.
With the emergence of comic books and mythologies and shit, dog, if you took a lot of the same stories out of the Bible, didn't tell nobody that was from the Bible, renamed some of the characters, and presented the stories as movies, bruh,
It'd be an amazing movie.
It'd be some crazy shit that'll be being produced. And niggas wouldn't even know. And some people, even some Bible thumpers might even be protesting some of it. Like, I hate this movie.
Yeah, that would be funny.
And then you'd be like, I got it from your book. But part 2, Passion of the Christ, I feel like y'all just trying to get money.
You got to, because Jesus ain't came back yet.
They're just milking the cow.
So you got to write the story about Jesus coming back.
Nah, he's talking about the resurrection and he was gone and he came back after 3 days. They talking
so
about
the whole
that
movie's
shit.
going to be about the 3 days?
And him going to hell.
I guess it's expensive those 3 days, huh?
And him going to hell.
And honestly, the intrigue of the first movie was just all of the fucking gore about this shit with Dick beating the piss out of
It's a
Jesus.
snuff film.
It's a snuff film. So if they're gonna cash in, like that's where the cash came from, I think. And most people are Christians, so there's that also.
Dog. Passion of the Christ is one of the highest grossing movies.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. So in the sequel, like what's gonna be that aspect? Like maybe when he goes to hell, like there's some type of ultimate like human souls like suffering and suffering in hell, and it's like that's gonna sell it because it's scary. Don't want to go to hell, and they're gonna show you hell like in this explicit form, and it's like, oh God, thank you Jesus.
And that's one of my things I always say. There's a problem for me, dog. The Bible overly describes hell to the point of trying to scare you into trauma as a child.
Yeah.
But we don't know what the fuck heaven was going on up in heaven aside from paved roads and singing Jesus songs all day. Like that bothers me for some reason, dog.
Because hell's popping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas there. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody there apparently, dog.
Apparently, right.
Because you could do the slightest thing and you're there.
I mean, these old folks used to say that the guy would turn rocks into souls before he let the devil win. And I think that's kind of fucked up. It's like, you know what? I don't need you people. Soul from this rock. Like, damn, dog. I guess I was useless all along.
So you gonna turn me to a rock, but you ain't gonna kill the
devil?
devil?
No, you're not gonna turn me a rock. You gonna let me go to the hell and just take a rock and make that come alive.
Just so the devil won't win.
Yeah, like
when you can just kill the devil. But anyway, next up, which one? Strays, Live at 45, Fuckery or the Real?
Live at 45.
I guess we give it to the lives.
Live at 45. So
how this nigga
now?
So apparently, you know, we're the State of the Union, and he lied so goddamn much.
State of the Confederacy.
That most of the stories that you can read about the State of the Union specifically is talking about the shit he lied about. So of course the homie Trevor Noah went in on this nigga.
Let's get to the speech itself, which started with Donald Trump praising himself for the one thing he actually got done this year.
Just as I promised the American people from this podium 11 months ago, we enacted the biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history.
But they were corporate tax cuts.
Oh, Mitch looks so happy. Yeah, he smiles, although he's the only person whose mouth gets smaller when he smiles. That's weird. And am I the only one who thinks that when Mitch McConnell smiles, he looks like he just poisoned someone's drink and they're about to sip it? Like he's like, Now, look, needless to say, like most of Trump's biggest things, these tax cuts were not, in fact, the biggest tax cuts in American history. This is a lie. It's nowhere near it. But this wasn't a night for facts. If you came here for facts, you came here for the wrong thing. All right? Tonight was all about celebrating President Trump. And he was in such a good mood that he even reached across the aisle. And not just to grope someone, but to try and get things done.
Tonight, I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common ground, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people. This is really the key. These are the people we were elected to serve.
Oh, so now you want common ground.
Bruh, Chuck and Nancy Pelosi look so disgusted in those fucking shots, dog.
I feel like I actually not one black person there. But keep going, man.
Oh, no. I was just saying, I thought their
people.
expressions were just, like...
priceless.
Hilarious, dog. But no, I didn't see any black people either, but that's not shocking.
But there's even this article. Like, Trevor Noah goes on to, like, clown the fuck out of him. But there's an article... Well, there's many articles, but on NPR, this article specifically fact-checked. And, like, he lied so much that at first I thought I was going to be able to read this whole article, but I can't. It's like so many lies. Here's one. Together we're building a safe, strong, and proud America. Since the election, we have created 2.4 million new jobs. Trump likes to say that, here's the fact. Trump likes to say that since the election, U.S. employers have added nearly 2.4 million jobs. That's true, although that total includes job gains in November and December of 2016. In January 2017, when Barack was still president. If you take the previous 14-month period, November 2015 through December 2016, job gains were higher, totaling 2.7 million. The slowdown in job growth on Trump's watch is not surprising, since the economy is nearing full employment. It's like a million of these motherfucking they taking fact checks, and it makes me wonder, like, oh, how long are we gonna keep up with the charade, or is just everybody just riding everything out Trump related until the 4 years are up?
That's what it is, dog. Identity politics, dog, is the fucking thing, son. Like, if you're on that side, like, you're on that side no matter fucking what, dog. It's really stupid. But that's, like, the crux of the problem right now, because, like, people are just so willing to ignore the facts just because, like, they're on a particular side. Like, they just have to ride no matter what, son. Like, it's
and he's taking
virtue, really.
And he's taking the fucking, he's taking... Barack did this, and he's just taking all of what I'm trying to say, the
credit.
The credit. He's taking the credit from the previous office to boost up his numbers, which isn't surprising.
Plainly.
It's not surprising. Of course, this is Trump-like. It's Trumpian.
Yeah.
But
son, the fact that I gotta say Donald Trump, my president, still just fucks up my head. So there's
you
nothing.
don't have to say he's your president.
I mean, he ain't really my president, but it's like knowing that he's the president, dog. It just makes me like there's nothing that he can't do. His lie won't be no bigger than the next lie because they're all lies.
That's the question. Is there anything he can't say or do that will ever get... Like, even though we know if we lose Trump, we get Pence, and that's even worse. But still, it's like, I never thought in my wildest dreams that we could have a president get away with so much blatant fucked up stuff, like whether it's the raping a little girl or the sexual harassment or the vulgar words or the racism or making fun of the handicapped person or all the stuff that he's been doing. I'm like, bruh, it goes without saying that Barack did a percentage of these things. Bill couldn't even get away with this type shit.
Bruh, you have to look at Trump like he's a fucking cop. He's just the ultimate cop. Like, he's going to get away with it. Like I said earlier, son, like, it would have to be something way, way over the top. Like, he would have to get up on TV and be like, you know, fuck niggers and spics. I'm the president. I said it.
And I also suck Vladimir Putin's dick.
Right. Like,
just to piss off the white people.
Right, dog. Like, it would have to be something just way over, dog.
Because even if he said fuck niggers and spics, there'll be a contingent of motherfuckers on his side
that would explain that shit away.
He says what he feels, and I feel the same.
He's just calling it like it is.
He didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, the way he meant it was, niggas need to get off their asses and get jobs and stop, you know, not raising their kids, and spics need to stop hanging out at Walmart and Home Depot.
He ain't talking about like niggers. He's talking about niggers like how Chris Rock talk about niggers. How there's niggers and there's black people. He's talking about the niggers, not the black people. So come on, even Chris Rock said it, so it should be all good. They're friends.
My black friend said it too.
So yeah, man. What's up next, man? Which one? Strays the Real, live at 45, or Strays the Real live, or Fuckery?
Real.
Is it real? So we gonna get into the Real. Next up in the Real, big ups to, man, that little Haitian girl, man.
Oh,
she came with that Real, man. Let's listen to this here if you ain't know what we talking about.
By the way, they say
and wait, who is this? Which motherfucker this is?
Conan O'Brien.
Yes, Conan O'Brien. There we go. He went to Haiti and he got an earful.
All right, first of all, wait. What did he go to Haiti for?
Who knows, dog?
Is he over there trying to help something?
Okay, I'll look that up while the little girl gets. No, I'll look that up right now, just for your.
I believe if Conan's there is always to help something in some kind of way.
I want to believe that, but I don't trust white people.
Because I don't trust white. So
what are you doing over
Court
there?
did not receive the warmest welcomes during his recent trip to Haiti. Angry locals that are berated the late night. We know that's going to happen. The reason I've come to Haiti is because I and a lot of Americans are angry at what President Trump said. So I wanted to come here and show positive, great, beautiful things about Haiti. That's what he's claiming he went there for. But this is what he got.
Okay.
This little girl told him, they say Haiti is a place that every time the U.S. occupied it, they took over a piece of our land. They took our riches.
Maybe Americans need to help Haiti put things back. Is that right?
It's not true. We don't need no help from the U.S. They're going to come here and take our stuff.
I'm not going to take your stuff. I'm not going to take your stuff.
She said he's not going to take our stuff anymore, but he still owes us our land back. Oh. It's a little girl. Like, what grade? What age? I was 9, 10.
What's going on?
I think you have, this is your next president.
No, she is a very short 35-year-old.
It's not wrong that America in history has not been good to Haiti. But there's still a chance for America to be better to Haiti, I think.
That's the truth, but you should
That's all you can't say to that though.
You the whitest of white men, like
yeah,
he got
like
the pointers and noses.
Yeah.
You have strong European features, Conan. Even though I know you're most likely Irish, but it's like, well, that's in Europe. But still, it's like you coming there, you looking like the white man.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
He's not gonna take our stuff anymore.
You're right.
Cause we already stopped that shit with France.
Man,
we ain't gonna take our shit anymore, but you still owe us.
And Haiti has such rich freaking culture and such rich fucking history. And it's just trippy, man. And I don't know how you gonna come there kind of looking halfway like Donald Trump and people, because the last thing they know is Donald Trump took their land and said they shithole. Like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? You got to come with a drove of people in that car, all giving some money and some food and some wealth, more than just your warm words.
Right, and showing pictures of beautiful parts of Haiti.
Yeah.
You better come with some motherfucking soap, nigga.
Some goddamn ends.
Right.
Nigga, some help. Better help out build a house or something, nigga. Go out there and help build somebody's house that's been affected by one of them floods, nigga.
I still stand on the fact that this girl is a Haitian activist that is posing as an 8-year-old. She's like really small looking, and this was the closest that she could get to this motherfucker. She had to blend in with the kids so she can make this point and school this fucking white man about the real.
Hey, man.
Tell that boy, no. We don't need nothing from the U.S.
We don't need nothing from the U.S. Give us our shit back. You dig?
From the mouths of babes.
From the mouths of babes, nigga.
She know.
I love it.
I love it.
Shout outs to you, whatever your name is, baby.
So next up, TheReal, live at 45. The Fuckery or Strays.
The Fuckery.
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 All right, we going into fuckery. More fuckery. There's always fuckery. TheReal. They're making a white Porgy and Bess. I know they made a white Porgy and Bess, I need to say. In Budapest, the Hungarian state opera.
Also, this is your people.
Oh, it is your people.
Get your people, son. Get your fucking people. They over there fucking up. What's next?
The Hungarian State Opera's new staging of the Gershwin opera, Porgy and Bess, is raising eyebrows here and abroad. The production, which opened on Saturday and runs for 3 more performances, features a predominantly white cast in a work whose authors intended it to be staged by black performers. This Lamborg 1935 opera, based on the novel and a subsequent play, is set in the fictional African-American community of Catfish Row in Charleston, South Carolina. It is a love story of a beggar with a disability and a drug-addicted woman in an impoverished community, struggling with violence and racism. In the new production here in Budapest, the action has been transplanted to a refugee camp in an airplane hangar and at an unspecified time and place. The decision to use...
Wait. Go back?
Turn that shit to Mad Max.
The decision to use white singers is contrary to the clear wishes of George and Ira Gershwin, whose estates stipulate that the opera be performed only by black casts. It raises questions about race and representation and shows how differently the opera is regarded in the United States and here in Central Europe. Now what you're saying, D?
Okay. The first question that pops into my mind is, okay, it's theater, you know, we change things all the time with all kinds of plays. Granted, but is the reason why it's white people doing this, like, is there some kind of shortage of black actors in Budapest? Like, I feel like that's the only qualm that I could possibly have.
I don't believe that they don't got no black people.
I'll say this. On the level what D-Mac just said, on the acting tip, on like, since they didn't flip it to a refugee or something like that, I could see you paying homage. You're like, all right, yeah, we like it. But it was this man clear words and her clear words not to do that. So fuck what anybody says of anything. If somebody puts that in there for you not to do it, you just don't do it.
It deals with the themes of racism, dog. I mean, I was in this fucking play, man. And like, I remember like when the white man came around, it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that with a bunch of white people. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing. Like it's like 2 white cops that come there doing fucked up shit in their freaking spot, as well as black people doing fucked up shit. But what I'm saying is, it's a black story, dog. It's a black opera, and it's one of the few ones that we have that are for us. And they got a million different white plays and stories and operas that y'all white ass theater company could have done. That probably that explored because If you try to go into exploring the themes of some fucking for some love that some fucked up love, there's how many stories you could do? Hunchback of Notre Dame, you could do freaking the Phantom of the Opera, you could do. There's so much shit you can do that's not jumping into obvious shit that's for us. Inclusivity could have been applied here. Y'all could have did an all call saying, hey, all the black actors come. If y'all ain't get enough black people to at least fill the main roles, at least the very least the main characters, then you shouldn't have done a play.
Yeah.
Exactly, dog. You shouldn't have done the play. Straight point blank and period. The people that wrote it and created it said don't do it. You disrespected them and their works that you're trying to put on. You disrespected the black culture. You disrespected theater. You disrespected history of things in order. And real talk, I hope anybody that saw it, you know what, it probably was good. But the thing is, it wasn't Porgy and Bess. Whatever y'all created was something else. And it's not Porgy and Bess. And y'all might as well just come up with a new name for whatever play y'all that took from and got inspired from Porgy and Bess and go call it that.
Stephen and Karen.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Jack and Jill for all the fuck I care.
It might as well be Jack and goddamn Jill, son. Epic love story for the ages, dog. It goes to show, dog, the problem with inclusivity, diversity, and anti-blackness is not an American thing, dog. It's world over, bro, because Y'all know better. I feel like artists in particular know better. I
should know better.
I hold artists at a high regard.
The director knew better, but you know what the director wanted to do? He wanted to get this kind of buzz and make change and try to open some way for a new liberal. Because it was a liberal nigga that did it. It wasn't like no racist person. It was a liberal ass artist ass nigga that thought he was about to make change and make it more inclusive for everybody to take a part of this black story.
That make him racist. That makes him
That's the subconscious racist that he doesn't understand.
There we go. Because I'm saying either way, go whether he's who you said or some nigga that's clueless or some nigga. I don't give a goddamn. Us artists, dog.
That's the liberal racism that's the most terror filled.
This in a whole nother country with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what you're saying, but usually we talk about liberal racism. You know, we talking about in context of American, liberalism versus conservatism and shit.
They got white liberalism all over the world, I guess, just like they have white racism all over the world.
And if you ain't gonna call it liberalism, call it cluelessness at the very goddamn least. You know what I'm saying? It's just come on, y'all. Like
white privilege.
It's just like when we did Sweet Bird of Youth and had all that backlash in our community, Joe. And I'm like, dog, like y'all tripping off me being this character and I'm black, but with the artists, like. Whenever I see the artists who come into we're the misfits. Artists usually the misfits. We usually the weirdos. We usually the ones that shape the culture for the future. We usually the ones that think deeper. We usually the ones that come together and have the philosophical conversations about things. There's too many things we gotta do with stories and characters when it comes to breaking down and understanding the human condition for me to be open and for me to accept when I'm like, nigga, especially when you're an art company, especially in a black city, for me to accept you not understanding how racist you're being. That's so fucking white that I have no patience for it, no tolerance for it. Fuck y'all for this.
Yeah.
Next up, Strays, live at 45, fuckery of the real.
Strays?
We're going into the Strays territory. Busy Bone.
Oh yeah, I saw that nigga Busy Bone.
Busy Bone went in.
Yeah,
you bitch ass niggas.
Busy Bone went in, son. So apparently,
light skinned niggas I know.
The Migos, dog, they did what you're supposed to do when you're hot acting the game, dog. Niggas said, they said you hot right now. They always on Big Boy Radio, and they said,
do y'all feel like, man, that Migos, and no disrespect to anything, are the biggest group in hip hop right now?
We the biggest group ever. That way.
Go ahead now.
Got to be. Ever in hip hop, pop, all that, because every genre is motivated or structured music is right now off us.
Now, off.
First motherfucking off.
Let me pause, D. He seemed like he got something to say.
Pause. All right. Honestly, I don't have a problem with what they said.
You supposed to say that.
You're supposed to say that.
When you the hot nigga, you supposed to say, I'm the best nigga ever.
I feel like they were just selling their fucking brand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They fucking talking shit about their brand. Like, they are hot right now, currently. Like, a lot of people are copying their fucking style. Mm-hmm. And yeah, like, I think that's actual factual, son. Now, are they the biggest group ever? Mm-mm. Of course, that could be fucking talked about ad nauseum. Mm-hmm, but in this context, I mean, it's really
even
not
Busy Bone said that, though. It's just like halfway, like, Busy Bone at first said, let them niggas talk their shit. But, like, he about to say right now.
Okay. He really got on big boy.
He just got his feelings eventually.
Okay. Let me see.
I'm getting all these motherfucking, like, emails. I'm getting all of these Instagram things. Talk about the Migos. Said that they the greatest group. The greatest group ever.
I like that. It's so funny. That's funny.
Let's address the elephant in the motherfucking room.
What's the elephant, Busy, bro?
Okay. Cool.
He's on a drug.
Yeah.
He makes like a bunch of these videos.
Why is niggas so mad at them? Man, let them young niggas believe what the fuck they want to believe.
Right.
Let them young niggas grow. Let them young niggas attain and achieve to be the best motherfucking rap group period ever. Okay. Now, as far as anybody else, Big Boy, he said, who you think is the greatest group ever? Bone name ain't even up there. Cool.
No, you don't think that's cool. You don't think that's cool.
No, he does not like that at all.
No problem. I know Big Boy.
He's so mad. He can't get
Big
his thoughts
Boy
together.
do easy.
Easy.
He know about us.
know about us? Why feed into the bullshit?
Okay.
Why feed into it? I'm not gonna feed into the shit. It's cool Big Boy don't want to mention Bone Thugs and Harmony. But they mentioning us over in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's a difference.
Okay.
The higher up you go up the ladder is when you start hearing Bone Thug and Harmony name.
My nigga said, I gotta, my pride, my ego was hurt. But I'm gonna give y'all niggas the reason why they don't mention us no more when people be talking about shit. But guess what?
Yeah, it sounds.
They mentioned me on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Y'all just ain't looking high enough. You keep looking higher, you gonna see us. We're easy. He knew easy. He knew easy. He got a nerve enough to bring us up, but it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
He's just in his family. I think that nigga probably smoked about 8 fucking blunts, dog. About 10 minutes before he fucking filmed that shit. And he heard that shit on his fucking Instagram.
And
was
he
like,
gonna send
man,
them
fuck
up on
this shit.
Twitter.
Like, hold up. I need to fucking talk about this shit.
They want to know what busy feel? They want to know how busy feel?
Because he start reminiscing people.
Yeah. Let's see.
On your way up there,
Somatic.
you might not hear about Bone. But when you get to that real door that... Hello. Let us decipher who made up the... It's the nigga that wants again. That nigga that pick up their pen and they try to get to the seat on the date when it was...
Pause. My nigga's awesome. He start acting. And even if you look even higher than that, you might not see us. But if you keep on walking and you keep on looking, there's gonna be this one door for the real. It's the real door. And when you knock, this nigga made a voice.
Nigga, you knock on it. Hello.
I'm the Illuminati.
But
then it's fucked up because my nigga still got flow, as we can hear here.
Yeah. That Mac 10 is blasting. Pick up their gun and they running up from the assassin. Papa nigga, big you asking. Who in the fuck was that masked man? The nigga that's pulling the trigger and just cause I'm slimming, they figure they bigger. But would you consider a killer that's pulling your cap? Got one of them niggas that wanted to pack the strap, so pack your gap. When I see you like I proceed with the murder. Serving you up in the curb and get up. Nigga get nervous, they heard it up buck. So don't think you're winning when I got my still and I'm killing it willing. Cause niggas be running up talking trash. Fuck a car, walking blast. Now, that is 1991.
And that is the problem.
Right. That's the problem, busy dog.
That's where you still living at.
Right, dog.
You that nigga
stuck back there.
You that nigga, dog. You came to the fucking homecoming game, dog. You was that nigga 10 years ago, nigga, on the football field, son. And you see them new young niggas, and you hear niggas going, that's the best player that ever played for our high school. And you going, I kind of feel like
Nigga,
played.
you see the awards in the fucking hallway?
But you know what? It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But then you hear your old coach going, that's the best player I ever seen. And you go, wait.
Coach. Right here.
You know, if you ever look in the reel of all the 10, 20 years of football at our school, you're going to see if you go back far enough.
Man, what? They still
To
got
the real.
Julie records, man. What you talking about?
I'm like still the second place all time. The third place all time running back, nigga. What? Nigga, bring my name, nigga. My name, nigga. Nigga, he started rapping shit from 91, and then after that he started rapping shit from 95. And I'm like, my nigga, at least now add some years to that and think about where I'm at right now.
Only thing I can say is, dog, you can give him a nice piece of credit. Like, they are one of the first rap groups that kind of started that singing, rapping.
Bone Thug is one of the best rap groups in history, period.
In history.
I will not, he's not saying any lies. It's just hilarious that he felt like he needed to even make this video in the first place. This was unnecessary.
I think he was just high as the fuck. Yes. I think he's high as the fuck right now, son, and I think he's just venting.
What else you gotta say?
That's all he say. He rapped that verse, and he gonna rap it. I don't want to take up the time, but he raps another verse, and he says, "Now imagine where I'm at now, all these years later," and he walk off. That's all that really happens in the next minute. And I'm like,
and he's probably vicious. He's probably vicious as fuck. But
you're
not relevant.
We know, dog. Even if your name don't come up off the top, Bone Thugs don't come up the top of all these little young niggas' brains when they talk about groups. Right. When real hip hop niggas think about shit, and if your name come up, no one gonna say nothing negative about fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony. Nothing.
Nobody hates on Bone, son.
Nigga, it's like you ain't gotta say. You had to do this. Busy. You be
too
secure.
much of a guy to do this.
Yeah, dog,
be secure.
Like, you don't need no fucking reassurances, dog.
Be secure.
Like, you should know who the fuck
y'all are Bone Thugs in Harmony, son. Y'all are motherfucking Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Y'all fucking albums all in one, dog. Like, y'all got great albums. Then y'all solo albums were all nice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
had y'all run.
Yeah, y'all fucking made it, dog.
Y'all in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Because I hate, it's like with niggas in New Orleans sometimes. Sometimes you listen to some of these old head cats be talking about their past glory. Look, man, like when I knew Soulja Slim. Or when I used to know Master P. And I'm like, son, like, why you bringing up all these old connections that you used to have like 20, 30 years ago? It's like, dog, like, stop living back there. Either do something now, more current. Right. Or like, you know what I mean? Chill the fuck out, son. Okay, Big Boy knew Eazy-E, that's fine. You think if you went to Big Boy on the radio with a hot new track and you was like, yo, Big Boy, wouldn't be like, hey, what's up, busy? And talk to you like you're busy bone. Right. He's part of Bone Thugs in Harmony. If Bone Thugs in Harmony want an interview on Big Boy show, you don't think Bone Thugs in Harmony can't get up there? You don't think Big Boy start slurping y'all dicks like we doing currently to be like, oh nigga, y'all Bone Thugs in goddamn Harmony. So that's what made me go, come on, yo.
Like, come on, chill, son. Chill, busy.
Joseph, get your light-skinned people, bro. That's why you want to hear more. That's why you want to hear more. You over here like y'all niggas slandering my folk over here.
I mean, look, that nigga know me, man. When he said best group ever, he just said, well, aren't y'all influenced by a little bit of Easy? How y'all feel about, Bone Thugs in Harmony?
If he would have said, but he didn't even do that.
He didn't do that. But he felt like Big Boy should have did that because he Big Boy. Like, he was really Big Boy.
That is a problem, though. He felt like Big Boy should have said something.
I know you. You knew Easy. Like, that nigga, now he know. But it's cool.
These are the last three, y'all, that we going to be out here to ETOUFEE. Live at 5, Fuckery, TheReal, or Strays. Last three we're going to do.
You know what? Give me Live at 45.
What? You want some more of this Trumpism?
Let me see, because I'm just curious to what do you have?
Live at 45. So North Korea talking shit.
What did they say?
North Korea accused the Trump administration of being a billionaires boys club. Nope. No, you're not gonna get me, you goddamn.
Oh, everything that we say every single day. Oh.
I mean, it's just funny that it's like it's coming from North Korea. It's like, damn, everybody just want.
But North Korea has no moral grounds.
Exactly, that's what makes it funny. Like it's like
people are starving.
Come on, you hear me?
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, dog. So racial discrimination and misanthropy are serious maladies inherent to the social system of the U.S. and they have been aggravated since Trump took office. The racial violence that took place in Charlottesville, Virginia on August 12th is a typical example of an acme of the current administration's policy of racism. So North Korea is coming at us.
Racism? I enslave all my people.
All right. I don't care what color they are. I don't care.
Bruh, the blackest tea kettle in fucking history.
Dog, these niggas. I just laughed at it because I'm like, dude, like North Korea though, like
this should be the fuckery.
You're right, it's like, you know, like you saying a bunch of true shit.
It's funny that Korea get to see it.
But North Korea, you hear me? It's like if I got accused of rape, you hear me, and I know that I'm innocent, and then my lawyer's character witness is O.J. Simpson, and it's like, okay, O.J. might be telling the truth that I'm innocent, but it's O.J. Simpson. I don't want him standing up trying to defend me that I didn't rape a white girl. Like,
I don't know O.J. He is not my character witness. I do not know O.J.
Think about that shit, dog. Like, that's how fucked up we are. Like, even North Korea has to fucking say something. Like, that's how far we fucking come, dog. Like, where dictators are even like, man, y'all fucking up over there. Major,
man.
Major.
I censor my internet. I censor everything. I starve my people. I kill folk. I've got bombs. I torture. But
at least we don't kill the darker skinned Koreans.
God, but I'm not Donald Trump.
I'm not Donald Trump though. Geez.
God damn, you heard me. What's next up? Last two. Fuckery, TheReal.
Go.
Fuckery, TheReal. Live at 40, TheReal. You want some real? So in TheReal, I got to shout out. All right, so this was something on SideA that I had to jump back to. I gotta withdraw a few of my punches, dog. We did some lashings on this cat, BF Nkurumah. And apparently, like I said, man, this cat here, like, he has this video.
Apparently, this cat has a
following.
A light that shines on a dog's ass at least once a day.
Yeah, dog, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was the one coming at Oprah, talking about Oprah's speech after, what was that, Golden Globes or whatnot, held back black women, and we was like, what the world are you talking about, dog? You have no receipts, your shit is shallow, you sound like one of these Sloteps. Yeah. So then he shared this other video, and I was like, oh shit, it's called consensual rape. She said yes, but did she? And I was like, watch, he about to flip this on some bullshit. But he didn't.
Nope.
I want to talk about a topic today that's rarely ever talked about and rarely even recognized, and I'm going to do so by telling you a story. Back in like 2002, I met this sister, beautiful sister, and at that era of my life, all I wanted to do was have sex with women. So she came over my house one night, didn't give it up. Came over my house the second night, didn't give it up. The third night she's coming over, I said, look, man, I'm going to get this box however I got to get it. So when she get there, I'm badgering her, and I'm badgering her, and I'm pulling on her panties, and I'm doing what some men do when they're trying to be aggressive to have sex with a woman or get her to say yes. And I'll never forget her response. She was like, do you really want to do this? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, okay. And I didn't think twice about it until she didn't answer my phone calls after that. I'm like, damn, why didn't she answer my phone calls? And then I remember her response, and I asked myself, did I rape her? And I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and she was talking about how this has happened to her multiple times and to some women that she knew, where men are so aggressive that the women feel like they're going to be raped. So in order to protect themselves from being raped, they consent to a sex that they don't even want to have, which is why I'm calling it consensual rape. Yes, the women said yes, but they only said yes out of fear. So as men, I understand there's times when we feel like no may mean yes, but we got to take the first no as a no. We can't be so bent on sexually abusing our women that we badger them to the point where they feel like they're going to rape, or that we're going to rape them, so they just give it up. And to the sister this happened to with me years ago, if you're watching, I apologize. I did not know what it was I really was doing at that time, but now that I'm conscious of it, I have to speak out. And ladies, if this has happened to you, you need to speak out and speak loud, because our women need to be protected.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that is 100% accurate.
Nigga.
I watched this video last night, and I was pleasantly surprised. You know, I thought that was very, like, nigga, you told a personal story. Like, that's the realest thing you can possibly do. Like,
right.
Like, tell what you fucking did as a fucking man. So it's like, props to him. And my biggest criticism about this whole fucking thing, though, the one thing I cannot fucking stand is this upward angle of the camera. Like, it makes me feel like I'm on my knees.
God, speaking to you right now.
Why are you like stunning me like this? Like, stop standing over me.
My nigga says I got something to say, goddamn.
Right.
Look, but it's the best angle I can get, because someone took my tripod, so as you can see, this is in the bathroom.
Yeah.
What you saying, AlphaJoe?
Man, look, nigga said the real. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I could ever think about it myself, but it makes me think about it by myself. Have I ever done things really aggressive enough to woman feel like she had to give it up and then call?
This whole conversation of toxic masculinity and sexual, not toxic masculinity, well that too, but I meant to say rape culture. This whole conversation of rape culture makes you double check a lot of situations in your personal life when you really become conscious of how so many quote unquote norms shouldn't be norms.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a friend of mine, she was on Facebook and she put something out on her status defending saying that some women are tripping by normal horny male behavior and they shouldn't be, because, and I'm like, well, hold up, I just say mine, like, but what if what you think is normal shouldn't be something that you're accustomed to? Because some of the things that she was breaking down is what she thought was normal horn dog behavior. Even me as a nigga was like, nah, niggas shouldn't do that. Niggas shouldn't say that. Niggas shouldn't be on that shit.
Nigga went a little too far there.
Yeah, and then it made me think at times, like you said, like we get taught to be the aggressors. You feel me? It makes me think of my own person, like, damn, was I being aggressive? Was she? I'm like, she seemed like she was into it, but was she? Or was, like you said, when you think about the level of the society we live in, where a lot of women always have to worry, damn, when am I gonna get raped? Or when they go on dates, they send their friends like license plates and make sure. We don't think about none of that shit when we're going out on dates. And you know what I mean? So they live, like, women live in a different world than us. And what I might perceive in my perspective is, you know what I mean, just how I'm courting. That courting structure was made by some nigga who's probably clueless. And it just make you just double down on. That's why I had to look at your boy like, man, you know what, dog? This was some real shit for you to put out there. Even though you was off the mark about Oprah, you was right on the money here, dog. And more men need to speak out and be honest and not be afraid to take our own selves to task. And even if we did some egregious shit in the past, in the present, right your wrongs and don't be trying to be stuck in, because it's like racist shit. We talk about white people, and if a white person did something that's similar to something that's worse, but if it's similar, that white person might feel personal, take it personal if you're talking about it, and they start defending little parts of it, and you start feeling like, nigga, I'm not talking about you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, there's like, I'm talking about this da-da-da-da-da, and you taking this little piece that you might have that you just got a little itch about, and you made it about you. And a lot of times in conversations where you're not the oppressed, don't take shit personally. It's not about you.
Right.
You feel me? Last one.
Fuckery.
Fuckery.
Fuckery. You know what type of fuckery?
Fuckery.
Fuckery.
Fuckery. So, there's this. No, fuck them. I won't go that way. I'm gonna go. Well, it's all fuckery anyway. I'm gonna go with the white tennis player.
Oh yeah.
A white men's college tennis player has been suspended after a black opponent tweeted that his on-court rival told him, "At least I know my dad," during that weekend match. Appalachian State University in North Carolina issued a statement Monday saying that Spencer Brown, who's white, was suspended indefinitely after Sunday's match with North Carolina A&T State University, a historically black college. Appalachian State apologized in his statement, calling the conduct derogatory and offensive. John Wilson, the black player who was also A&T's senior class president, you gonna tell that to the Barack of his school,
right?
Said Brown made other offensive comments during Sunday's NCAA division. The tweet including a photo of Brown. After yesterday's men's tennis match, an Appalachian State student-athlete engaged in behavior that was derogatory and offensive. This student-athlete has been suspended indefinitely from the team, effective immediately, for violating the student-athlete discipline policy. School spokeswoman says there'll be no additional comment, etc., etc., etc. Now, the conversation happened on my wall on this was this racist or was this just trash talk?
It was racist trash talk.
It really would not have affected me all that much, especially if I beat the motherfucker. Fuck you, you fucking loser. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, nigga, I just, like, handed your ass to you. Like, of course you're gonna say something. Like, that's all you fucking got.
Yeah, at least I didn't fuck my sister.
Yeah, like something. Like, jib at that. Dog, jib at him. Like, fuck this motherfucker, man. But I mean...
But he said other derogatory comments as well.
I say jib and still tell on him. Fuck it. Trump administration, y'all get no wins. You say it's like all these women in Hollywood that's saying I will not stand being touched anymore. Well, black athletes, don't take no racist trash talk. Make these white motherfuckers come up with more creative trash talk that doesn't involve you being black. I told somebody that wrote on my wall, he said it was just trash talk. And I said, see, if they knew each other personally, and that white guy knew for real that he didn't know his daddy, then it would have been trash talk because it had nothing to do. It was truth. It's trash talk. Right. But by the mere fact that he took the stereotype of all you know about that man was that he black, and tried to flip that at him. Some kind of cheap. That's racist. Clear racism. Right. That's racist. You feel me? I'm all about trash talk. I don't give a fuck what color he is, but don't make the trash talk about my race. What's the point of that? That is not gonna make your swing get you a love, a par, whatever the fuck they do in tennis.
He was trying to get a fucking cheap reaction out of dude on the fucking court to like maybe like fuck it up for him or something.
It sucks that racist remarks has to be your cheap situation, dog.
Yeah, it's just
I'm losing. Nigger.
Because it's not like we gonna go, oh, white boy, oh, crack a white boy. No, you gonna say some other shit. You gonna be like, man, you fucking suck, your bitch ass. We gonna come at you. We're gonna come at you, whoever you are.
Yeah, we're gonna rip your hair. We're gonna talk about your clothes.
Nigga, we gonna rip you.
You're right, I done ripped the fuck out of him. I made that nigga feel stupid.
Something, dog. You'll be like,
like your sister fucker.
But yeah, y'all, but that was that gumbo-sized version of that ETOUFEE of the day. Man. You know, that was a little something different for the ass, for the kitchen. A little something different for the kitchen.
Yeah, we had a lot of choices today.
Yeah,
man. Beans and rice.
Because all kinds of stuff was jumping around, man. There's this meme, matter of fact, that came up. What's something that will get your black card revoked? Did y'all have anything to add to that part? I said I have never watched I've never watched Roots and The Color Purple all the way through. I just have seen the highlights and know what happens, but I've never watched either movie all the way through.
Well, Roots for me is a definite, but I feel like that's probably true for a lot of black people.
I was noticing that a lot more people than I realized have not seen Roots.
Not seen Roots because that's like a
it's long as fuck.
And it's long.
I've seen many pieces. Me too.
But you know what else I haven't seen though? and you're not gonna like this one because you just mentioned it. I've never seen from start to finish Meteor Man.
What?
Wow. Damn.
Sorry, guys.
And it's not even just things you haven't seen. It's just things in general that will get your black card revoked. But damn, no Meteor Man.
No Meteor Man.
I can't think of nothing in my life that's personal like that I can say got my black card revoked.
Oh, we'll get your black card.
We'll get my black card revoked. But I guess being this light that I am wouldn't get my black card revoked.
I feel like I'm phrasing this question wrong to the fact that I know you couldn't say that. Like, it's something like... It's like stereotypes that's stereotypically black. Being light-skinned is stereotypically black. You light-skinned, nigga. I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't seen this or you don't eat this. Like, somebody was on there, I don't eat red beans. And niggas like, wow, you eat red beans, nigga? Or like, I don't like it could be shit that everybody eat or shit that everybody's seen or something that everybody should know. Stuff like that, nigga. Like, it's because I'm light-skinned. Like, nah, nigga.
Sorry.
No, I was about to say something about that, but fuck, I forgot it now. Let me think.
You gonna make me find this meme.
Let me see what I don't do, dog.
Nigga, Joe said I'm the blackest nigga on the planet, nigga.
Right, so
there's nothing that can challenge my blackness.
I don't know. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been engulfed in black culture since birth. So,
I know that there's something.
Yeah,
Like, get out of here,
dog. Because the beauty of that question is that we're not a monolith, dog. There's something there's at least one thing that everybody has. You might not be thinking about it, but everybody got something.
Damn, I do now though. But for the longest, I didn't eat sweet potato pie.
He said, I do now though. I'm black now.
I eat the shit out of sweet potato pie. Now I eat the whole pie.
I eat the whole thing now.
But you know, I didn't like any kind of pies back then, so sweet potato just wasn't.
I don't know if it's a black thing, but it's pretty weird that you don't like condiments on anything.
It's not a black thing. That's
that's just an odd thing.
Yeah,
it's something that you said you didn't eat. No, that's not you. Somebody we know don't eat beans at all. But anyway,
I don't eat nothing but red beans.
At some point, we gonna be talking on this podcast, and Joe gonna say something. I'm like, ah.
There it is.
There it is, nigga. I knew it. I knew it. You can't say nah, nigga. Nigga, because you on here talking about you ain't like the Proud Family. I find that to be kind of offensive.
I got black people that stand with me with that, though.
Nigga, the award-winning Proud Family. So let's get to that Daily Dose of America. So in the Daily Dose America, dog, did y'all hear about all the women that's boycotting R. Kelly?
So they're gonna do that.
He said, "How are they gonna do that?" Dozens of black women hold protest rally outside of R. Kelly's concert to speak out against assault. Apparently, a Black Women's Blueprint organized a march for black women on Saturday against singer R. Kelly outside of his concert at Frequency and Highline Theater in New York. The protest brought together dozens of women targeting sexual abusers. This is not new. While R. Kelly's concert is this weekend, it is not just R. Kelly. Over the past 20 years, there's been Mike Tyson, Clarence Thomas,
CeeLo Green,
Nate Parker, Bill Cosby, Russell Simmons, and all stand accused by black women and girls now piecing their lives back together after rape, sexual harassment, and abuse. Unknown numbers of black men within our community, celebrity and non-celebrity, have been reported by their victims. The Me Too movement has provoked a conversation on the black community's complicity in sexual assault, abuse, and violence. In August, an investigation into Kelly's alleged sex cult leaked and created waves across multiple news platforms. The expose Rica, and they talk about all this stuff with R. Kelly. Now they're calling it the hashtag Mute R. Kelly movement. And I'm like, dude, this is like long as fuck overdue, honestly.
I
but
yeah.
But it's really hard to get black people to turn on people that like they're quote unquote heroes or people that they, because it's back to what we were saying before.
I believe I can fly.
Yeah, but it's stuff like people take it personally, like because you like R. Kelly music, and you know what I mean. Oh, boy, I'm not supporting him fucking people. I just like R. Kelly, but it's like, dog, you got to take a nigga out the game.
R. Kelly get away with these things.
Whose hero is R. Kelly?
When I mean hero lightly, not as I want to be R. Kelly, but dog.
At one point, before I knew all the sex allegations, I was like, wow, R. Kelly's a great guy.
Dog, when you bring up the R. Kelly conversation on social media, dog, they have stands that'll be like, I don't care. He's a musical genius. He's this and that. Have every excuse in America as to why we should still support R. Kelly. Wow. And it's a thing.
She asked for it, okay? R. Kelly just didn't give it to her.
You feel me? And a lot of it's because
we got this nigga on tape. I don't see how we done let this go on for so
It don't
long.
matter, son, because a lot of people is like, you know what I mean, it's almost like the Nate Parker thing. A lot of people like, just because he's a black man, he's successful, they be like, don't tell a black man down. Same with the Bill Cosby shit. Or be like, since he was such a part, his music was such a part of my childhood or my growing up. Oh, that sounds so nasty, R. Kelly. But such a part of me growing up, you know what I mean, I want to, you know what I mean, ride for the person I was a fan of. And it's just...
There's something disgusting about that. Because that is not real, dog. That is a perversion of, like, being a human, dog. Like, because you like somebody doesn't mean that they didn't do something extremely fucked up, and you can just charge it
to the game,
to the fucking game.
I mean, when it comes, people, a lot of times people only give a damn when it's in their own backyard, and I mean personal backyard, not community backyard. The other thing that did with America that I thought was interesting was that Dare ended the anti-weed campaign and quietly removes pot from gateway drug list.
Whoa, are you serious?
Cannabis has been shown to kill cancer cells, save the lives of countless epileptic children, treat PTSD, heal bones, treat brain trauma, and a slew of other uses science is only beginning to understand. And yet the only thing dangerous about this seemingly miraculous plant is that police will kidnap, cage, or kill you for possessing it. In spite of some form of cannabis being legal in some fashion in 23 states, the government still violently and with extreme prejudice continues to seek out those who dare possess it. If the CDC calculated the number of deaths inflicted by police while enforcing marijuana laws, that number would certainly be shocking and could even be deemed a risk to public health. Marijuana is indeed dangerous, but only because of what can happen to you if the police catch you with it. Nothing highlights hypocrisy more than they start talking all their opinions. But the truth of the matter is this: Dare said, "Look here, we can't even lie no more, son. We can't lie no more." And I think that's a beautiful thing for America because it piggybacks off what we were talking about in SideA about San Francisco expunging the records.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we as a culture, whether you look at movies, whether you look at music, we as a culture are finally getting hip to the fact of weed ain't that deep, yo.
Right.
It's not that deep. Stop fucking over
alcohol.
people. You know what I'm saying? Just stop fucking over people. So, if y'all, did Dare in any way influence you guys as far as weed goes? Whether, because I know we all smokers now, but I mean, growing up, how?
At first, I was completely indoctrinated by like all of that shit, like all that type of stuff, like say no to drugs. Like it was like, yeah, say no to drugs. Like we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But it's funny how fast you forget that when you're like with friends and like, you know, you get older and like you learn more. You know, like I think it had more impact on me as like a younger child, but I think like around the age of maybe like 13 and 14, not so much.
Nigga, you sound like 13 and young.
Well, maybe because I'm fucking crazy, but I mean, that's when I kind of like started smoking weed and not really caring about like the fact that it was considered a drug and things.
Yeah. I ain't start smoking weed till college, nigga.
Straight up. Okay.
I ain't start till college.
Honestly, Dare never had an effect on me. Drugs was a heavy thing in my house. Not to say it was good or bad.
Yeah.
But everything that like they would come like, all right, don't do heroin. I was like, sure don't, because I seen niggas OD from that.
Niggas already know.
Right. Don't do crack. Nope. Don't want to be out there sucking dick for crack.
Already know.
And all my cousins smoke weed. I done smoke some weed.
It's not having an effect that y'all telling me it will.
Right. Y'all still got jobs and shit.
Yeah.
Like, y'all still got your everyday life. So and I smoked my first garb maybe like at like the age 10. And then I really started smoking in high school a lot more frequently. And then when I went to college, I became a drug addict. Because I was on that weed hard.
What tripped me out about the people that would come at the Dare programs, they always looked like they smoked weed.
Something. They
always look hippies. Like
I never really noticed like what they looked like.
Man, I remember.
It was always an officer, really, for us. It was always officers.
For me, it was like it was. I had two white women. I had this white man that seemed like he was on cocaine.
Guys, we got to Dare. Dare.
Nigga, I dare you to fucking do these shrooms.
Yeah. I'm just saying, son, like, y'all need to stop lying to us, dog. Like, America just loves lying. And, like, they always say...
They lie to us on a food pyramid.
Man, straight up, son. And, nigga, I really want to start... I've said this before in the podcast, but it's the truth, dog. If you really want to learn the truth about our country, read a newspaper that's not from here. Read a newspaper outside of our country. Then you
Especially
get
from North Korea.
Nigga, if you could get one from North Korea, shit, they don't let you leave their fucking domain.
Right, nothing.
Liberia.
There's a newspaper that went across the border, kill him.
What? What'd you say?
There's a newspaper across the border. Kill him.
Kill what I said. Kill the messenger now. Kill him. Get him. But yeah, last up for today, and then we're gonna be out here, man. It's the hero highlight.
All right, let's go.
Stop the madness. 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 Stop the madness.
So first up on the hero highlight, though, shouts out to Octavia Spencer being real, just like she did for Hidden Figures, man. She is doing this for Black Panther. She's buying out movie screenings for people in screwed up communities, not screwed up communities, but low income. Hold up.
Mississippi.
Octavia Spencer announced Wednesday that she plans to buy out a screening of the highly anticipated Marvel film Black Panther in an underserved community in Mississippi. The star's reason is crucial, simple yet often overlooked: representation matters. I will be in Mississippi when this movie opens, Spencer posted in a message on Instagram. I think she about to shoot that movie called Mine that she about to do. It's a suspense thriller where she's killing kids. I think that's amazing. I think I'll buy out a theater in an underserved community there to ensure that all our brown children can see themselves as a superhero. I'll let you know where and when, Mississippi. Stay tuned. Spencer made a similar move last year when she bought out screens for Hidden Figures in Los Angeles. My mom would not have been able to afford to take me and my siblings, she wrote in an Instagram message. So it's like, man, I think that's so freaking amazing, bro. You're a person in the game, you're a black woman in the game, and you remembering damn, these kids need to see this shit. Even if you can't afford it, you need to see it.
Representation matters.
Yes, indeed, man. Whole screen with Hidden Figures. At first, she just bought out one theater, but then she started buying out more and more because it just more people.
Bro, let me be a teacher. When Black Panther come on DVD, all right, kids, it's movie day. You better watch Black Panther for the 100th time.
Dude, one of
the Lion King.
One of my Facebook friends was saying that he made an excuse to be able to take his African American I think either studies class or theater class. He teaches at Tulane though, so that makes it even more hilarious. He had this white ass school, and he's like, "Well, we have a field trip that you must go to.
It's required for you to pass this class.
Go see that." You feel me? I think this is pretty fucking cool all the way around in this yeah. Next up, I think this was cool. You never really hear me say a whole lot of positive things about Meek Mill on this podcast, but I thought it was pretty cool. This nigga's in prison, but he still donated $10,000 to Colin Kaepernick's initiative.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Because Meek Mill he do a lot of right positive shit. He just also a hood nigga that do some dumb shit from time to time too.
Man, and that's a lot of us. Colin Kaepernick announced that the Philly rapper donated $10,000 to one of the former San Francisco 49ers causes. This reveal was posted on Kaepernick's social media. Despite my brother Meek Mill's current circumstances, he continues to stay connected in the community of Philly. He pledged to go 10 for 10 on my $1 million pledge. We're both donating $10,000 for a combined $20,000 to Youth Service Incorporated. Keep staying strong, Meek. We love you, brother. Man, that is real. Real.
Man, I'm locked up, but I'm kind of good here, you hear me? Send that boy 10K.
Son,
I'll be out next year, you hear me? Meek Mill, Dream Chaser 7.
Because one thing that people see is one of the difference between when white folk tell our stories, when black folk tell our stories. One thing that most of us in the hood be knowing, and New Jack City said it, dog, a lot of even the most extreme gangsters, not calling Meek Mill extreme gangster, nigga, they'll give back to the hood. They was doing fucked up shit in the hood too, but they also a lot of times, a lot of gangsters, a lot of gangs, a lot of hood niggas, they give back, and a lot of motherfuckers, there's a lot of people like Meek Mill, a lot of rappers, a lot of cats in jail, a lot of people that you would call the ne'er-do-wells and stuff that you be like, oh, let's look down on them. They be doing a lot of positive stuff on the low, on the slick, and y'all don't even realize it because y'all just put a nigga in a box.
Gangsters used to put clothes on my back and shoes on my feet and sometimes food in my house, but they also was murderers.
I thought you were more to say on there. I was like, but I'm just saying, dog, that's a real nigga maneuver, dog. That's one of the reasons why I got so mad when they killed Tukey. I know we talked about this earlier, but
Tukey also killed those people, son.
No, but you have to kill them. You know, I'm a person that's not with death penalty, so I'm already.
He also killed them people. He took their lives. Son.
He took their lives. He also saved a lot of lives afterwards. Dog. I'd rather that be your penance.
But dog, you gotta pay, son.
He had been paying, being in jail for like 30 years, and for the rest of his life, he could pay as well as influencing. Like he's saving lives while serving life.
Nigga killed my family, I want him dead.
That's not no justice. That's not no punishment. He don't feel nothing. I don't think you feel nothing being like death penalty to me. I want you to suffer. I'd rather you suffer than be dead. You're not suffering in death.
Yeah, dying is kind of a way out.
It's a way out. That's why people, you know what I mean? It's a way out.
I don't know, dog.
I want suffering. I want you suffering.
I mean, I understand he did great in the world, but I always think about, damn, you did slaughter like 7 people, dog.
And through his means, dog,
and
he
they slaughtered a lot more too. Like those are 7 he got caught for. He slaughtered a lot more people, dog.
I won't speak to what we ain't got proof from, but what I will say is, like, you already did kill the people that he was found guilty of, dog, but he also, over those years, grew in. Because ain't jail supposed to be for rehabilitation? The jail was supposed to be, you do your time, you learn some shit, and then you get out. If you did something too bad, you do your fucking time. But no, at the end of the day, you're supposed to learn and pay penance for what the fuck you did wrong. And we've gotten so far away from penance and rehabilitation, and really, it's just slavery. And I just hate that about jail right now, that it's not about niggas getting better. They want you to be institutionalized so they can send you back to do more labor for them. You know what I mean? And that's why that's why it hit me. It was like, damn, nigga, like, all these hundreds and thousands of people was like, man, like, Tuki did this, he said this, like, he affected me. And I'm like, damn, you're serving your time, so you don't get the kind of life that we get to get. No, you ain't free, nigga, but your penance is to save lives of others, and I thought that was more powerful than having this man dead. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. But he get to see his family. The nigga people he killed, they don't get to see their family.
I mean, he don't get to see his family behind bars like he wants to, dog. I think that's even worse.
To, man, but you can't even see them.
I understand that, dog, but
I'd rather see my nigga in jail than up in the dirt.
And I'd rather you suffer for what you did than die. You know what I mean? I'd rather you suffer, son. Death, nigga, you might come back with a brand new life in 2. We don't know what happened to death. You might come right back and you like, dude, you good. You ain't suffering for shit. I want you to relive out the rest of your life suffering, wishing you did not do what you did to me and my family, man.
Sometimes jail ain't too bad of a suffer for some niggas, dog.
Sometimes, dog, with death is always a way out to me. But we could go back and forth on this. This is like a true ass topic that is the death penalty versus people against it. Just it's a topic that has merit on both sides, straight up and down. There's merit on both fucking sides. I can't lie about that.
It's a very nuanced thing.
Yeah, it is. So next up on shouts out to Sterling K. Brown, made history again. Did you know there's never been a black person to win the SAG award?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm like, we're in 2018, and in his
not even Morgan Freeman?
No, for specifically, he made history again at the SAG Awards as the first black actor to win Best Actor in a Drama Series. And I'm like, goddamn, there's never been a black actor. He just won the first time. He just broke it for Golden Globes. Now again, I'm like, dude, it trips me out and doesn't at the same time that we're doing first still.
Yeah.
And it's just us as blacks. I only can imagine when the Asians and the Arabs and the Hispanics, because if we ain't never done it, you know they never did it either.
Right.
And it's just like, damn, y'all wonder why we say this shit is important. Y'all be like, why y'all tripping about that? We didn't know, nigga, there's reason to trip.
Like, we still got first.
We still got first. What?
There's a lot of first to go to.
What?
Yeah, and we got a long way to go.
And there's still many more to go, because once again, this just showed me that, well, not just showed me, but just keeps reclaiming the fact that there are unknown unknowns. There's awards that we don't even realize, or there's like things that you can achieve that we don't even realize that we haven't hit before.
Right.
Because we aren't even taught this. We only taught the accolades of white people. And then in February we learn more about us a little bit, but a lot of times the same players, unless you have people that are going to school you. But if you're in school, many times it's the same exact freaking players.
Yeah.
And last up on this hero highlight, man.
Well, I've got one more after this.
Oh, you got another hero? All right. Yeah. So a majority production company launches for women directors to thrive in both indie and commercial production. I wish they'd do some shit like this for all for black people, even though they are black women. So this is still a definite win for go ahead, women. An advertising industry veteran, Jonathan Kerr. This new company, Majority, will provide a platform for both established and ascending women directors in commercial, music video, and branded ad spaces, while developing their voices as independent filmmakers working on their own projects. The venture had its inception. I don't care about the history of it necessarily. I'm trying to see what they're doing. We saw this as an opportunity to create a space for women directors to speak directly to consumers through their work in artistry. As a leader of the creative team in charge of hiring directorial talent, I've seen firsthand the disparity that exists in the ad industry. Majority was born out of need. As advertisers, we can and need to do more to create an industry that's inclusive and geared toward helping talent succeed. I'm excited to see all of our worlds come together to do some way the industry has never seen before. And that was the guy that started this. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, that's the person that started this. The woman that started this, Maria Smith, and she goes on to explain not only the need for this, but she gets into statistics about what we already were talking about with Monique at the top of this process of it's like 10-1. You feel me? Like shots out wasn't Natalie Portman. It was one of the these women actresses that was up there on the award show saying that damn, it's a trip that all the directors that's nominated are men. You feel me? So the fact that there's a company that's gonna come out, production company that's specifically looking for women helm projects, that's a step in the right direction. Big ups to y'all motherfuckers.
Yes, indeed.
All right. And last but not least, I guess for now, Sherry Johnson is fighting to end child marriage in America. Funny enough,
there's still child marriage in America?
And all over America. Like all 50 states.
Damn.
Like I think Texas and Virginia maybe like it just up the laws where you got to be 18 with certain borderlines. Like if you're 16 and 17, they're like 2 years older than you, then they can marry you. But this lady who was raped at 8, child by 10, married by 11, is now, you know what I'm saying, divorced by 17, is fighting against this black woman named Sherry Johnson. She's in Florida, and she's working with another woman who's with the Senate to help put a legislative to where there's no zero policy to only 18 above with consent. Because now it's like, right now, it's like where you can marry somebody if the parents kind of give you away with their blessing. You can marry a girl that's 15 years old. And the studies have shown that the majority of cases of people who've gotten married were women, young girls, to much, much older men. So shout out to Sherry Johnson for putting an end to that sick shit.
How does this type of shit slip through the fucking cracks of legislation? Like somebody is asleep at the wheel if we got laws that say you can do this type of fucking shit, dog.
But it go back to what we was talking about earlier. I don't know if it's on this side or on side A, where I'm like, dog, there's certain things that's legal that don't make sense that's legal, and certain things that we don't have laws for that don't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, this was a story that was in, I'm just to piggyback on, where was it? But I wanted to just bring this up. There's a neo-Nazi group that they know about. They're responsible for 5 murders in the last 8 months. They call it Autowaffen Division, and they about some whole new Nazi shit. And I often think about how y'all made sure the Panthers were gone, but not only has the KKK been thriving, but now new neo-Nazis are on record, and y'all not stopping this country. Why aren't there fucking legislation to stop these hate groups? Why aren't there legislation to stop these rapists? What the fuck? We got child marriages. That sounds like a foreign concept.
Yeah, like that's 1800s, archaic
or not
shit.
in America. We say all these shithole countries doing shithole shit, but look the shit that we let get going.
Man, you can marry you a 15-year-old anywhere in this country.
If the parents say you can.
Yeah.
Once again, R. Kelly did that shit. That's in our black community, nigga.
That's disgusting.
When who that is, Sherry Johnson? No, she's saying, nah, nigga, I'm fine. That's once again like we talk about unknown unknowns. That's a cause I didn't even know was a cause. You know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that niggas be marrying children in 2018 legally.
In America.
Legally.
In America.
Crazy, dog.
Because I'm not surprised in some of them countries. We already know there a lot of got bad shit going on.
Other countries, definitely. But
in America.
We supposed to be the most civilized nation in the
and Sherry Johnson, that's a black woman. Once again, black women saving us from ourselves. So yeah, dog, this was episode 45, Side B, Fly with Bats podcast, man. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, man.
Liking.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say, man. It's that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out and you ain't gonna find me. And once again, check out flywithbats@gmail.com to get in touch with us. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and everywhere you get your podcast. Give us a like, share, man. Give us a 5-star review and some comments, dog. We need that. We want to talk to y'all. We want to know what y'all think. And find us on flywithbats.podbean.com. I'm out here, man.
And you already know this your boy D-Mac, fighting game enthusiast. And you can check me everywhere on the internet as FrenchBread_kid. And I really enjoyed this episode, so please give us a shout out, send us an email, let us know what y'all think. We need your input and your comments. So yeah, fuck with us. We out of here.
Move, bitch, get out the way. It's your boy AlphaJoe, fresh out of the gumbo, and you can find me on Facebook at Joseph Alphaman Pines, Instagram Alexander the Ape 3. This has been Side B. We out this bitch.
Yeah, we out this bitch, and much positive energy and prayers go out to they say Stan Lee's in the hospital right now. So hopefully down the next episode we ain't talking about rest in peace Stan Lee.
No,
but there is a rest in peace to what's it your boy, man, he died for the last member of the Temptations that was lead.
Oh yeah.
Dennis Edwards.
Dennis Edwards, don't look any further. That's like the best worst video ever.
He's also the lead singer on Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
So
and I met him.
You met him?
Yeah, I met him. I met him my freshman year at Dillard. They did timeless voices, which it was Dennis Edwards, Johnny Gill, one of the guys, Gerald Austin from the Manhattans, and Eddie Levert.
All right, my nigga met some legends.
Yeah, I met those guys. I worked the sign with them. Shout out to Carthel Clark at Dillard University. But yeah, I met them, chill with them, talk with them, and Dennis Edwards was a big guy. His suit was all bedazzled down and everything. And he was a huge guy. Like, he was huge. I was like, God damn. Like, nigga, you a Temptation or you a motherfucking giant or something, like some kind of monster. Like that dude's huge. Like I
They
didn't
say monsters.
Like, so it's like, you know, you be like, oh yeah, the Temptations, and you look at, you know, your boy
David Ruffin.
Look at David. And David was kind of slim and tall. But then, you know, you never look at Dennis and be like, and you see Dennis for the first time, he's like, God damn.
And it's usually the inverse. Many times, people, you know what I mean, you meet them in real life and they a lot of times be shorter than they were seen on TV. Niggas say, nah, nigga, this nigga was bigger.
He was big. I was like, wow, this is Dennis Ellis. This Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Don't look any further, further. So yeah, man.
Further, you're so big.
So well, I don't mean to rip this bad at this death, but much condolences and positive energy that way, man. You know, he was a legend in the game, man. You know, hopefully his family is feeling all the energy in the wave, and you know, the Temptations legacy gonna live on regardless, man. It is what it is. Yeah. So yeah, we're definitely out this time, y'all. See y'all on the next run.
Chillin' on the couch, hand on my pouch. Just waking up, watching Homeboy House. Thinking about the day I had to press rewind, play. When I say being a doctor was my goal, ambition, thing I wanted to be. Until I learned the work that it took, and I would be in infinite debt. Then I imagine myself 80 years old, dead with debt over my head. Too much doubt, gotta go another route. Once I got on the music, I ain't never getting out. I envision my life and how I'ma live it out. Kids and a wife, I hope I figure it out. So until then, rule 10, gotta wrap it up, cause life moves on even if we get stuck. So I turn back on the tube, now I'm on a cool, watching set it off, wishing I would make moves. The people was a fool, but the blues, it will hit ya. So you stay inside so them bullets might miss ya. You can get your issue any single day, make beats at my home so I never fade away. Learning notes and keys, I gotta sit alone. I used to pray to God, but we don't get along. Preachers and believers trying to turn me around, but I should still be proud even if I'm not down with G.O.D. My real F-A-T-H-E-R, not in my vision of tomorrow. He's still living, never forgiving. I ought to try and get along, but twice he ran alone, so now I stand alone. But I ain't lonely. Wheat, cheese, and turkey used to be baloney. Smart kid growing up, but that in an instant. Winning every day, see my past in the distance. I don't regret a thing, cause I love my existence. Kinda militant, but that's just sentiments from living this life. Still got an open mind. People surprised I never been shot or did time. Step out on the porch, nothing never changed. Stuttering Jerome, old girl, what's her name? There go old Missy. Look at Miss Barbara and the lady who make the frozen cups daughter. Yeah, I got smarter. Learned from the dumb, been in my own lane. Just never had my own drums. Used to rap about clapping, ain't never had a gun. I was just imitating, but with a little patience, I'm 3 years ahead of my time and stimulate. And for me to imagine what would have happened if I was saving like every week. Cause living off pennies ain't sweet, it's bitter. You can be my nigga, but they don't mean that you fam. Trust is like putting a loaded 48 in the hand of a woman or a man who got ulterior plans. Now you're looking at your casket, the invisible man. Cars and the glam and entertainers demand. Isn't what I need, have me like Joe Queen, Phoenix. I'd rather never have an image, but shout out to the ladies and chicks who ever did it. I ain't a known rapper, but I represent it. Up on the track, New Orleans to the ending. Looking at a picture, the past feels near, but I'm living in the now when she sold last year. Gotta go to work, do I wanna go to sleep? Been up all night with this beat on repeat. But life don't wait and money don't make itself. I need stability, but what I want is wealth.